Now on Deadwing, the horizontal spawns have been disabled, so you can only either spawn vertically or diagonally on this map. And once we get into the game, I'll explain that a little bit more and what Blizzard's thinking behind that was. So we are loaded into the best of 5 in this matchup here. The championship match in the Older Gamers 1v1 tournament. And spawning in the upper left-hand portion of Deadwing, the number 1 seed in this tournament, getting a bye in round 1, defeating, I believe, Griever in round 2, and getting a, by default, victory against Frantic Death is our red Zerg player, Bixol. And spawning immediately below him in the bottom left-hand corner of Deadwing is our purple Zerg player. You saw him defeat Zell in his semifinal match. He defeated... I'm trying to remember who he defeated in the previous match. Now I feel bad, and if it was you, I apologize. And I think he got a bye in round 1 because he was a number 2 seed in this 14-player tournament. This is our purple Zerg player, iceplay. Actually, I want to say it was iceplay against Griever in the round of 8, and Bixol against Wraithseer is who it was in the round of 8 on the other side of the bracket. So Bixol sends his drone across the map to scout, as does iceplay, and neither one of them are going to scout right. So it's going to be the late Overlord. Bixol went cross-map with everything. I think he's going to realize that he's not there. This one's going diagonal. That one's going diagonal. So, pool first for both players. Bixol got his down a little bit sooner. Bixol also has... Well, iceplay's got his gas finished. Bixol is just now finishing up. So Bixol's pool finishes a little bit sooner, and iceplay's gas finishes a little bit sooner. Iceplay's got his 100 gas already banked, so he should be able to start speed as soon as he gets 100 minerals on the map. 75, 85, 95, 100, so we should see speed starting here, right there for iceplay. And if Bixol's got a keen eye, he can see this spawning pool jiggling and knowing that speed has started. Both players take their second base at about the same time. I told you it's going to be pretty evenly matched, right? So Bixol's going to have... Number 1, he's going to have a supply block, because he's at 18 out of 18 and just now starting his Overlord. Iceplay is also 18 out of 18 and he starts 2 Overlords. So speed getting started for Bixol, as the second base is about to finish up for both players. Speed's about halfway done for iceplay as he drops the Baneling Nest. Bixol getting 6 Zerglings in production right now. So it looks like Bixol's going to have the first units on the map. I take that back, iceplay's going to have 6 at about the same time. Yep, and speed for iceplay going to finish up in about 10 seconds, so it's going to be a very early advantage. This is about the earliest you can get speed in this matchup, is at about 5:20. There it is, and it's finished up. So Zergling speed for iceplay. Zerglings without speed, he's got about 20 seconds or so left on his. So here comes the meeting, and Bixol's going to see that iceplays are considerably faster and more numerous. He's going to try to run away, but he's not going to be able to get away. They're just too fast. And many more Zerglings coming out. So Zerglings on the map now for Bixol as speed finishes up right now. So speed will be done by the time... Oh, they didn't make their way across, but Banelings are now morphing in. So early Banelings for iceplay, they're morphing in at the tower. He's going to see these coming down. He's going to try to hold them off as well as he can for those Banelings to pop. And there's the Banelings. 20 Zerglings about to pop now for Bixol. Still has many more in production. 13 to 10 units on the map right now. But Bixol's going to have more popping. So early fireworks, as advertised, between these two players, Bixol and iceplay. Bixol holding a small supply lead as he runs his Zerglings into a giant mass of Zerglings here in iceplay's base. And iceplay should be able to clean this up pretty easily. With the reinforcements coming in for Bixol, he's going to push him back a little bit. 12 to 3, so Bixol has 12 Zerglings on the map right now, and they're running back home, holding a small supply lead. Neither player has drones at their natural right now. Worker count is 23 to 14 in favor of Bixol. So iceplay has sacrificed a little bit on his economy to try to do early damage that he wasn't able to do. Does have a couple more banelings out on the map right now. Bixol starting his roach warren there in the back of his base. And a spine up front. Taking his second gas now is Bixol as well. (38-32) supply lead for Bixol at the moment as he streams some Zerglings down the map. Just a couple, turns some back. Takes the watchtower. Still seeing what's going on with this Overlord. Sees that he hasn't pushed anything out yet. Spine's finished up here for iceplay. He's got a couple of banelings which will help out with any sort of defense. A couple more over here. Holding position. Roach warren goes down for iceplay at the moment, as two Evo chambers go down in front for Bixol. Layer morphing in for Bixol. No layer on the way yet for iceplay as we approach the 10-minute mark of this matchup. So again, a little bit delayed with the early pressure. Had to sacrifice economy to do it. Still down in workers. 32 to 18 is Bixol as iceplay builds in his front wall. 5 drones coming for iceplay, 8 for Bixol. So both players droning up at this moment. The early fireworks have subsided, and both players are settling in a little bit. 1-1 attack, 1-1 range attack for Bixol on the way, plus 1 range attack with the Carapace upgrade for Bixol on the way, is what I should have said. As iceplay continues to drone up to try to make up that deficit. He's still about 10 drones behind at the moment, though. Evo chambers are down for iceplay, but no upgrades as of yet. Approaching the 11-minute mark of this matchup. Both players still on 2 bases. Bixol has good saturation on his second base, on both bases actually, as roach speed now getting started for Bixol in addition to his attack and Carapace upgrades. Iceplay now starting his lair as Bixol's is finished some time ago. Many overlords coming out. Bixol in no worry of being supply blocked as 8 roaches now being morphed in for our red Zerg. And iceplay comes to take his third, moves his troops to the front to secure a little bit of space for his third base to go down. Iceplay's caught up in workers, 40 to 38, but Bixol's been working on his army as he's got a 44 to 14 army supply lead at the moment with all these roaches. If he knew what good shape he was in, he would push out right now if he knew. As the third base for Bixol goes down, and he's going to have 3 upgrades that are about to finish up. 1-1 and roach speed as he pushes out with his roach Zergling army. So a big army gathering here at the watchtower. Roaches are going to push forward first, presumably to absorb any baneling hits. He's going to have to cancel that, yep. He's going to lose these 2 extractors that went down at his third. Roach pressure is going to come in. Bixol's got a pretty good lead, about a 40 supply lead at the moment. Going to go to work on the Roach Warren. Going to take out the Roach Warren, so no more Roaches coming in for iceplay. All the troops coming into the front to help out. Banelings going into the Roaches, which don't do a whole lot of good. 50 supply lead now for Bixol as he takes out the Evo chamber that's researching melee upgrade. He's going to go after the hatchery as the Spire finishes up for iceplay. Couple Roaches, couple Queens, but I don't know if it's these Queens have a little bit of energy, but not enough, and GG is called by iceplay as Bixol takes game 1 in this best of 5. So we'll get loaded into game 2 in here in just a second. Alright, so game 2 is going to be on Catalina. So we'll get Catalina. Created here. Get this map loaded up and get going for game number 2 in this best of 5 final. Alright, we're going to be delayed just a second here as both players get ready and situated for game 2 on Catalina. Alright, so we're going to get loaded back into the map here. Alright, sorry for the delay, guys. A little bit of a delay. We should be getting going here in just a second. Alright. Alright, I think we might be ready to go. Alright, and it looks like game 2 is now loading up into Catalina. Game 2 in a best of 5 between iceplay and Bixol, about to get underway. Alright, here we go. Spawning in the lower right hand, the 4 o'clock position of Catalina, 3-player map. Up 1-0 in this best of 5 rather, is our red Zerg player, Bixol. And spawning in the left hand, 9 o'clock position of Catalina. Down 1-0, looking to tie the match up and send us in for a long night, is our purple Zerg player, iceplay. So it looks like the Overlord Scout's going to work for iceplay and not so much for Bixol as he goes the other way. Bixol sending a drone out, however, to scout, and he should be able to, I think he's probably going to send him over here since he sent the Overlord that way. It makes the most sense to me. Yep, this is the spot where Bixol's drone is going. So actually, Bixol's going to see iceplay before iceplay sees Bixol. As the spawning pool goes down first for Bixol. And here's Bixol's drone coming in. Gonna do a little scout. They're gonna get stabbed by one of the drones of iceplay. And hatch first opening for iceplay. As Bixol drops the gas, it looks like he's gonna go for early speed to counter this hatchery first by iceplay. We'll see if it pays off, because there is no sign of a spawning pool. There's the spawning pool for iceplay. Just as Bixol's is about to finish up, gas is finished up for Bixol. As he gets workers in. Hatchery goes down for Bixol. So I think he's going to play this a little more standard. Would have been curious to see what he would have done if he would have popped a bunch of Zerglings first once this finished up. But a queen on the way for Bixol. 2 workers, 3rd worker now going into the gas. As iceplay's spawning pool is about 15 seconds or so from finishing up. It's going to finish up about the same time as the hatchery's going to finish first, spawning pool right behind it, so that's about the right timing for a hatch first opening. Has 6 Zerglings now in production for Bixol. He's got his money for his speed, and he starts it right now. Queen, 2 queens now in production, 1 at each base, and a spine for iceplay. So he knows, I think, that he's going to have to do a little defending, but he should be okay. It should finish up in time for the Zerglings, which are rallied to this point here before they finish up. 2 more Zerglings coming in rather for Bixol at the moment. So here are the Zerglings. They're going to get here just as that spine finishes up. He's going to see the spine. If he's smart, he'd run into them. He's going to try to get the surround on the queen. And he's going to run off. Loses 1. Just 1. As the other 2 rally across the map. More Zerglings. 10 more Zerglings. No drones. 10 Zerglings coming for Bixol. As speed is just a little ways away from finishing up. No speed yet coming through, just got, no gas even yet for iceplay. So minerals opening at this point, queen's blocking the ramp. First 2 gases come down for iceplay as Zerglings continue to stream across the map, and speed's going to finish up in about 5 seconds. So, speed finishes up, Zerglings rally to the point. 29 Zerglings on the field, let's see what this does. So Roachmore goes down in front. Here come the Zerglings. Going to get the surround on the Queen. Going to get the surround on the Spine. Queen gets transfused. Spine gets transfused. Queen goes down. Zerglings now getting produced. Spine goes down. As he can't make up his mind whether he wants to go after hatchery or drones or queens. He's going to focus down the hatchery. Zerglings are going to pop for ice play. No speed yet, though. Still no gas. Here's all the Zerglings. And more Zerglings string in for Bixol. He's going to take out the Zerglings of ice play. Lets the Roach Warren finish, as now he's going to focus that down. So the Roach Warren's going to finish and go down. Hatchery's going to go down, as he's got to bring his queens in to try to help clean this up. No area there for Bixol's Zerglings, so I think he's going to clean up the Zerglings that are here and get away. So Bixol did some damage, taking out the hatchery, taking out the Roach Warren. Not a whole lot going on behind it, though. He was producing a lot of Zerglings, but yet Bixol's still up 32-24 in workers. His own Roach Warren's about to finish up here as the second gas goes down. Hatchery goes back down for ice play as he starts to resaturate with drones. Queen's in the front blocking off any other further pushes. Queen coming out here for Bixol. He's going to pick off an Overlord maybe. No, he's going to retreat back to the creep. 2 Evo chambers for Bixol, who holds a modest lead, about a 9 supply lead right now. But his economy's in a much better place, and I think he's going to be able to grow that lead a little bit more after Iceplay had to rebuild. And he's actually got 2 hatcheries down here, his natural and then a macro hatchery here in his natural area for Iceplay. +1 missile attacks coming down with the Roach Warren that's finished up. We should see some roaches coming out before too long for Bixol. Drone saturation's getting pretty full, so I think we'll see him take a third here before too long, I would figure, as well. More Zerglings coming on the field. 28 Zerglings in production for Bixol. Don't know that he's going to be able to get through. I think there's a good wall here as his queens come out. Overlord sees it. Now his Overlord's going to get picked off by the queens. But here come the Zerglings. They all popped. 65-48 supply lead. He's got a 29 army supply with the roaches now, 3 roaches now being produced. Zerglings streaming across the map, rallying at our graphic that we can see, but they can't see. That one right there. And here come the Zerglings. They're going to get around. I don't know that they're going to be able to get around anything. Yeah, a little surface area on this one. This queen's going to go down. Got a surround on all of them. So all 3 queens should go down. Zerglings are going to stream in. Workers are going to fight. I'm going to do a little bit of work, but I don't think it's going to happen. And GG's called by Iceplay. So Bixol's pressure a little too much as Iceplay goes down 0-2 in this best of 5. So give me just a second. We'll get into the third map here, Nimbus, in just a moment. I think this, we have an observer still in the game. So give me just a second, guys. We'll get the next game started up. There we go. Alright, so we'll get the next one loaded up. A little bit of conversation going back and forth in the lobby. So give me just a second. We're going to get loaded into Nimbus. Alright, so it looks like we're getting started, getting loaded into the third map in this best of 5. See if iceplay can extend the match. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us this evening. It's a Saturday evening. I know that there might be better things to do on a Saturday evening, and I'm glad you're spending it with us here. So we're loaded in here into map number 3 in this best of 5. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Nimbus. Up 2-0 in this best of 5 is our blue Zerg, Bixol. And spawning immediately left of him in the bottom left-hand corner of Nimbus is our purple Zerg player, down 0-2, looking to bring it back, make it a series. It's our purple Zerg player, iceplay. So we knew with the Zerg vs. Zerg we were going to see some fireworks. And we certainly have. So we'll see what both of these players have going on at the moment. Bixol's first Overlord is going the wrong direction. Where's his drone scout going? Is it going over here? Is it going over here? No, he got it with the drone scout. So his drone's going to scout right. Iceplay's first Overlord is going to find Bixol right away. So everybody's going to know where everybody's at here before too long. Iceplay going back with the hatch first opening. As is Bixol. So both players opening up hatch first at right about the same time. We knew these two were pretty evenly matched, so this shouldn't be surprising to anyone. Did he see it? Yeah, he saw it. Okay. I was wondering if he was on the right line to be able to see that, and he did. So both players know where each other's at. Should see the map effectively cut in half. Gas Geyser goes down for iceplay before spawning pool. So we'll probably see some just an early speed with the spawning pool going down. 3 drones being loaded into the extractor, as both spawning pool and gas go down for Bixol as well. So we'll see some early speed from both players. I saw iceplay go with the extractor trick at 10 supply, making it 11 out of 10 supply, and I thought for sure he was going to go 7 roach rush. That's something that he talks about a lot about during clan night, when we play team games and stuff like that. It's a build of his that he likes to do, and I'm surprised he didn't go that route. But either way, second hatch is up for iceplay, and also up for Bixol. Bixol's got 6 Zerglings in production. And a slight, well, no, iceplay just took the worker lead with the drones that he just produced. 1 spine going down for iceplay to deter any early Ling aggression, which Bixol's done in each of the first 2 maps tonight Just one lone drone here for Bixol mining gas after he got his 100 gas and got speed started. 6 Zerglings coming on the way. Iceplay's Overlord saw it. He's got 2 spines in production, one here and one here. Queen coming out as he continues to drone up. Slow Zerglings almost took out the creep tumor. They get repelled by the spine and back away. Iceplay with a slight supply lead, and his is all in drones. So if Iceplay can hold off any aggression as Bixol drops the Baneling Nest, if Iceplay can hold off any early aggression, then he should be able to stabilize and take a lead here. So he moves both of the spines out to the front. Continues to spread creep as Bixol's speed is about 10 seconds away from finishing up. He's still just got the 5 Zerglings over here and one that went to the watchtower. And speed's finished up for our blue Zerg player. Going to come running in. Going to be greeted by 2 spines right in front. Iceplay still continuing to drone up. Queen's in production at that main base. He's going to move the spines a little bit more forward, put the Queen into blocks, so there's really no place for him to go. Baneling Nest finished up. Roach Warren goes down. 20 more Zerglings coming out for Bixol. We probably expect a Baneling bust here at the front of the base for Iceplay. Gets the 2 extractors going down. Or evolution chambers, rather. 4 gas geysers now pumping out the gas for Iceplay. Still not a whole lot of army. A lot of resources banked for Iceplay. As Bixol expands to a 3rd base. Plenty of Zerglings over here, but really nowhere for him to go. Lots of Queens in front. So Queen heavy opener. Not going to get anywhere with that. And I really don't think if he went with any Banelings he'd get anywhere with that. +1 melee along with Carapace. Now being started for Iceplay. 14 more drones coming in for Bixol. As his 3rd base is about to finish up. Iceplay's Overlord saw it. Queens get surrounded down here as he was trying to spread creep. 2 of them get away. He had 4, so I think he might have lost 1. He lost 2 of them right down here. And Bixol turns and goes the other way. Iceplay loses the Overlord over here by Bixol's 3rd. So Bixol's 3rd is underway. Should be getting some drones transferred over there. And there goes some right there as he maintains saturation at his 3rd. Bixol's got a slight supply lead at the moment, but that can shift quickly in this matchup. 1-1 upgrades now coming in for Iceplay as well, as Roach speed upgrade now coming through. No Roaches on the field yet though for Bixol. Macro hatchery going down for Iceplay. More Zerglings coming out on the field for Iceplay as well. Bixol has the option if he wants, and he's got Lair coming in at the back. Where's it at? Thought I saw, maybe it's Iceplay that's got Lair. Yeah, okay, Iceplay's got the Lair that's coming in. So Bixol's already got Lair because he's researching Roach speed already. Iceplay repels one of Bixol's Overlords as he goes to secure his 3rd base as well. Bixol's army retreated back to his base. There's a couple of spine crawlers in production over there. So I think we're going to settle in for a little bit of a long match, guys. As both players are looking to secure their 3rd base. Bixol's got 3 base saturation already, or pretty close to 3 base saturation already. Roach is now coming out for Bixol as he takes a 25-27 supply lead now. Spire coming in for Iceplay, which will be great against a Roach Zergling composition. and he's banking the resources, his iceplay. So once that spire finishes up right back here, which is about halfway done, he'll have plenty of minerals and gas to build a bunch of mutas if he gets there. So we'll see if he gets there. He's down about 60 supply right now. But it's all ground forces. It's all stuff that will die very quickly to spire units. So if Bixol lets iceplay get there, then there will be a problem. If iceplay can hold long enough, as his spire is now completed, lots of roaches for Bixol. Losing lots of drones as iceplay. 4 mutas. 4 mutas underway, but he's down 14 mutas now coming in, but he's down about 75 supply right now. He's got to hold out long enough for those mutas to pop, and I just don't know if he's going to have enough. There's a couple of mutas on the field, but that is just a lot of roaches. As iceplay continues to lose, 43 drones lost now for iceplay. Mutas are now on the field. Several mutas on the field as as Bixol starts to produce spores back at home. But this is just a lot of stuff down here harassing the base of Bixol. And Bixol's going to come in back here, take out the last base, and that's going to be it. So quick 3-0 victory for Bixol over iceplay in the first elimination tournament presented by the Older Gamers. So congratulations to Bixol for his 3-0 win against iceplay.